genetics, Mr. Brugard. So who are you?
My name is Brandon Brugard.
Okay, Brandon Brugard. What are genetics?
Well, it's the study of genes and genetic variations in living organisms and heredity.
So who inspired you?
Well, the person who inspired me is the father of modern genetics, Mr. Gregor Mendel. He was a monk who experimented in his monastery's garden. He discovered that certain traits in pea plants follow particular patterns. This became the foundation of modern genetics and leading to the study of heredity.
Interesting, interesting. So what is a gene?
Well, it's the segment of our DNA.
Okay.
And genotype is the genetic makeup of an individual. And the genotype probability can be seen on a Punnett square.
What is a Punnett square?
Well, an example of a Punnett square can be seen here.
Okay, please demonstrate.
So here we can see the dominant gene, and then
But that's just a window.
And then you can see the recessive gene. And here, the dominant takes over the top half and not the lower. And these are showing the different results that you can get. You have 50% of this, and then 50% of that. And some of our other specialists will go further into depth with this.
Okay, thank you, Brugard, for all your things. It's okay. Oh, you have more?
Yes.
Okay, continue then.
Well, our chromosomes actually contain multiple genes. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I'm not
And
sure.
from here we can see that we pass on physical and mental characteristics genetically from one generation to another. And so this would identify one trait, so possibly a detachable earlobe or something of that matter.
Thank you, good sir. Okay, that's all for Brugard. Okay. Welcoming our next specialist, Sherlock Dunsmore.
Turn around, you dumbass.
So what is your specialty?
I know everything about everything, but mostly twins.
Okay, so tell us about twins.
Okay, well first of all, there's two types. There's fraternal twins, which you can also call dizygotic twins. And then there are identical twins, which you can call monozygotic.
So how are these twins things actually formed?
Well, to form identical twins, one fertilized egg splits and develops two babies with exactly the same genetic information.
Okay, okay. So how much of a chance do I have of making these so-called twins?
Well, there are certain factors that can increase your odds of having twins. So higher-aged women have like a better chance of having twins than younger women because their levels of sex hormones are a lot higher. There's also number of like previous pregnancies. So if you've been pregnant more than once, you'll have a higher chance. And also, there is heredity. So if you're a fraternal twin, then you're more likely to have fraternal twins.
So are identical twins the same?
Well, many identical twins do spend a lot of their time together, so people can assume that they will behave the same, but actually, they behave just as differently as any other sibling would. They develop their own personality, just like us.
Wow. Interesting. So, are you done now?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you to Sherlock Dunsmore for coming in and speaking about twins. So, for our next specialist, so who are you?
What do I look like I am? I'm Hulk.
Okay, so Hulk, what did you do?
So me and my superhero friends conducted an experiment which basically dictates the probability of having certain traits in babies.
You think we can try that out now?
I guess so. Alright, pretend you're mom and I'm dad. You're little R and I'm big R. This is how it goes. phenotype is?
No, I do not.
You do not remember what Mrs. Bukhar told you.
Oh yeah, with Mr. Picard. Yeah, okay. Now I do.
This will make sense in 1 second, sir.
Okay. So skin color A, B.
You look like ABC, so I'm giving you ABC. It'll be big A, little B, little C.
Hulk looks like he knows what he's doing.
Of course I do.
When did you learn this, Hulk?
1962. Why do you want to know that?
Just wondering.
Okay. So your hair, looks like a C. Of course I'm right. I'm always right. Hulk's always right.
This is all very, very
So
interesting.
basically, this is what our kid would look like. A round face, very dark brown skin, and wavy.
Okay. So he's gonna have a round face. Why a round face? Just because he feels like having a round face?
Because I have a round face, and I'm the dominant gene.
Very, very interesting.
I have a lot more examples I can show you later.
See, I did not know that. Thank you, Hulk, for coming in. Hulk. So, for our final specialist, we'd like to welcome Mario Frontera.
So delivery is here.
So, who are you?
My name is Mario, pizza delivery guy. $14.95 please.
You're supposed to be following the script.
What script?
So, who are you?
My name is Mario. I'm a specialist in blood typing.
Okay, can you please explain us your profession?
This? Okay, so what we have here is a pedigree chart, and the squares represent the male, and the circles represent the female, and the color is dark and light is dominant. Cut.
What does that mean?
So what it means is that dark is the recessive gene and light is the dominant gene.
Okay.
So let's say if you were to have a recessive and a dominant gene, the dominant gene would show.
Okay. So what does that mean exactly?
If you were to have two recessive genes in another case, then the recessive traits would show.
Okay, give me an example, please.
So let's say you have both the parents have both brown hair. They're both recessive genes, and you would get brown hair as a child.
Wow, that's why. My dad had brown hair. I never knew that.
But you have black hair.
Thank you, Mario, for coming in and giving us a very lecture. Thank you. So apparently we're not done. So can you please continue, Mario?
Yes. So now I will move on to blood types, and I will be explaining the two blood types. And we have AB, which is the codominant blood type, and let's say we have O, which is the recessive type. And if we were to have one parent with a O blood type and one parent with an AB blood type, since the AB is codominant, you would get that.
Now I understand blood. Yes, I understand. So let's thank Mr. Mario for coming in and explaining his profession. Thank you. Thank you. So now we finally could answer the question. Will the babies be the same? So with the help of all of our specialists and Hulk, we can finally answer the question. If two pairs of twins have kids, will their kids look the same? Well, the parents have the same genes and will also pass the same ones to their kids. Also, both parents have the same dominant and recessive genes, which they will be passing to their kids. The parents also have the same probability. So with all that in mind, and with all the information the specialists were able to give us, I think it's safe to say the kids will be identical genetically and physically.